Hi everyone and welcome back to My Toxic Free Life. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can deliver a sustainable Christmas. Now I know this may be coming out a little bit late in regards to a couple of things, but I also think it may be the perfect time, whereas some things are already done and this will be something for next year. My biggest thing that I've said so many times on this channel is that if you are passionate about living a sustainable lifestyle, you will not throw things out just to buy new things to suit that lifestyle. So a lot of things I'm going to talk about you would have already done, which is great because you use what you have and then next year you can start fresh. So the first thing we're going to talk about is wrapping. So I have been using brown paper for a couple of years over traditional wrapping paper. Traditional wrapping paper is often dyed and laminated and contains additives like colouring and glitter and things like that, so it doesn't break down. Whereas I know brown paper is not the most sustainable option, but it's better than plastic wrapping. So if you enjoy wrapping paper, maybe, and you use like a traditional wrapping paper, maybe next year, if you've used all your wrapping paper this year, next year use brown paper instead. The next one I've got is use old paper. If you're a bit like me and a bit of a hoarder, there are times where you've often saved paper. If it's not ripped, if it's not damaged, oh, what could I use this for? It might not be for a present, might be for something else. So use old paper, or go even further, which friends of mine do this, is they use they use newspaper. They save their newspapers and they wrap their Christmas presents in newspaper. I'm going to say this wrong, but I'm going to give it a go. Furoshiki, which is wrapping using tea towels. So that could be something else as an alternative to wrapping paper. I personally like to use bags over paper because people can reuse the bags. I use brown bags. I don't use like Christmas specific bags. Even on birthdays, I don't use birthday specific bags because not all the time, but you've only left that to one kind of topic, unless you're super frugal and you give a birthday bag at Christmas and a Christmas a birthday or whatever, but it has its purpose. So I use brown bags. I do not write on the bags. I do not damage the bags, so then the person that I'm gifting it to can reuse it. I hate when I'm gifted a bag and I was like, oh, look at this beautiful paper bag, and they've written on it. I'm like, well, I can't gift that to somebody else now. I can't use that for something else. So yeah, I try not to damage the bags so people can use them. Another alternative to bags is using cloth bags, calico bags, cloth bags. You can sew bags, cotton bags, drawstring, what have you, is another really great alternative so that can be reused by someone else. Next is using twine or like a natural string over plastic ribbon. I use like the jute twine. So yeah, something that's not made of plastic that either can be reused or it can be broken down. Next, and this is something I will do next year again because I'm trying to be frugal and use what I have, and I have sticky tape. So I'm using my sticky tape until it runs out, and then I'll be purchasing paper tape, which is something I'm really excited to use in the future. I hope it comes in brown. So yeah, it's a great alternative to plastic sticky tape. All right, our next topic is presents. Now, this is something I tried to do, and during COVID it's a little bit tricky because we just don't know what's open and what's available, is gifting experiences over objects. So So again, this year's a bit tricky because we just don't know what's open and what's not and what will stay open and what won't. So you can always look into making sure that they don't have an expiry as well. But yeah, things like driving lessons, yoga classes, paint and sip classes, going for a joyride in an expensive sports car. Like, there's plenty of websites, like things like Red Balloon, that do experiences. So that is a great way to not gift objects and things to create more waste and clutter. Re-gifting. I hate this stigma that like a re-gift is not a real present. That is there is nothing wrong with re-gifting. If something no longer serves you or didn't serve you, like I've got things that I've gifted that I've never opened because it doesn't serve me. It's something I already have. There is nothing wrong with gifting that to somebody else. Pay it forward. Why should it collect dust in your home when it could serve somebody else? So yeah, re-gift. The next would be Kris Kringle, do KK. This is probably more from a financial point of view, but we, in both sides of my family, do Kris Kringle. It just becomes extremely expensive to buy presents for every single person. So do KK, set a limit, and buy, one expensive gift that someone is going to absolutely love. And especially, this has really helped in my family when you do KK, when you submit to the person that's running the KK, do a wish list. These are the things that I would like. So then it's easy for the person that has you, that they can buy one, or you can buy one expensive gift that someone's going to absolutely adore and wants, than buying 10 crap. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, KK is where it's at. Next is homemade. Make things. Do you have a talent? Maybe you have an untapped talent. Make candles, sew pillows, knit, paint. Oh, there's just so many. Make jams. Beeswax wraps. Like, I've done that in the past. Like last year, I gave everyone in my family a set of beeswax wraps because I just wanted to make them. Yeah, I've made candles. I've made lip balm, like bath bombs. Like, yeah, okay, it takes a little bit of extra work, but I just feel like it's so much. But when it comes from the heart like that, and that someone's worked hard on it, I love giving gifts that I've made, and I love receiving gifts that people have made. So yeah, homemade, make your own gifts. Buy secondhand. Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, go to Savers, go to the op shops. If you see something that you think someone would like, who cares if it's secondhand? Pay it forward, re-gift it. So yeah, secondhand. And the next is support small and local businesses where you can possibly do that. So, okay, you may not be a candle maker, but instead of going to Kmart and buying a crap candle that's full of toxic crap, I'm saying crap a lot today, outsource and go, who in my community makes candles? Every second person can make, like at the markets, makes candles. Go to your market and buy a homemade candle instead. It's going to be better for the environment, it's going to be healthier for that person, and you've supported a small business. That can go for anything. Where possible, like sometimes it's not possible, but where you can, source locally. Support a small business, especially through what is a really tough year for small businesses. Places like big businesses like Kmart and things like that, they've been fine. They're still making millions of dollars. It's the little guy that needs your money. So yeah, support local business. All right, our last topic is dining. It's a bit broad, but dining. I think during Christmas, because we put it down to being such a hard time and busy and so much to do and so stressful that we often take the easy way out. And unfortunately, that kind of comes with single use. So where we can, you know, take a breath, do what we can. Yes, it may be a little bit of extra work, but oh, you feel so good after doing it. So the first thing I'm going to say is napkins, like serviettes. Buy, or if not make, cloth napkins instead of, you know, single-use paper that can go in the bin. Just wash them, put them with your Christmas stuff, and use them for next year. Using like actual like cutlery and crockery, like plates, cups, knives and forks, over single-use plastic again, it can be easier to just go, oh yeah, in the bin. It's less cleanup, it's less stress, but it's just so much waste. The next is source your food, so like meats, fruits and veggies, source locally. Go to a farmer's market, go to a butcher, go to a greengrocer, and do all those good things, you know, use your own tote bags, use your own produce bags. If you don't have any produce bags, you can use a paper mushroom bag over a plastic bag. So do all those cool and great things and try and source your food locally. And what's next is, this is the last one, is try and make what you can from scratch. So things like a pavlova. I know it is so easy to go to Woolies or Coles and grab the pre-made pavlova and decorate it. Take an extra hour to make your own. There's some really cool ways to decorate pavlovas as well that I've seen online lately. So yeah, make things yourself. Things like dips. Instead of buying a plastic tub of dip, use your own vegetables and things like that and make your own stuff. So we can make your own food from scratch. That's it for my sustainable Christmas. I'm so excited to try some of these new things. And yeah, like I said, don't be a hero and buy things if you already have things. Like if you already have paper napkins in your drawer, don't go out and buy the cloth ones or make the cloth ones. Use what you have. You're defeating the purpose of being frugal and sustainable by throwing out things that still have use. Yeah, they may not be great for the environment, but at least you can use them before you throw them out and they'd be bad for the environment. So use what you have first and then. So that's what I thought. Yeah, it's late in the game. I know I don't even know what the date today is. It's almost Christmas. Less than a week before Christmas. But, you know, save this video and think about it for next year. Or little things like sourcing food, you might be able to do that now before Christmas. But I hoped it helped. If you're interested in more things that are, you know, sustainable, environmentally friendly based, toxic free, I highly suggest that you subscribe to my channel or check out my page on Instagram. Thanks guys, bye.